You have only seen Dabi when he drops by on your balcony. Most of the time, Dabi scares you half to death. He leaves you food, drinks, and snacks. Sometimes, if you have time to spare, he'll stay and chat. But most of the time, he'll leave and won't say a thing to you. The time he shows up are as random as the gift he leaves. You want to spend more time with him, but you don't want to intrude on his affairs. God knows what will happen to him or you if the League of Villains find out. After weeks and weeks of begging and asking, your boss finally gave you the weekend off. I guess they finally got the stick out. You're making lunch and just jamming out to your favorite playlist. You had a lot on your plate and a crazy amount of chores on your to-do list. As you turn around to see Dabi standing on your balcony, you jump slightly at his sudden appearance. You know, a simple hi or a knock would have been nice. You open the balcony door to let him in.
Besides, you look adorable in this video I got of you.
You didn't!
Oh, but I did.
He turns his phone around to reveal a video of you a few moments ago dancing to your playlist. Delete that right now! You go to grab his phone, but he's just a whisker faster than you.
Tell you what, I'll delete this video if you go out with me tonight.
You lean against the kitchen table. I don't know. I do have a lot of very important things to take care of.
That's fine with me. I'll just make this my wallpaper then.
He looks down at his phone and starts tapping away. Okay, I give. What time and where?
I'll text you the location and time.
He walks over to the balcony and jumps on the railing. Wait! He turns his head to face you curiously.
Yes, more.
You're leaving already?
No rest for the wicked.
He stands up and falls off the railing. You go to see if he is okay, but as your hands hit the cold railing, you look down to see the street, and there's nothing. The next morning, he sent you a text telling you to meet him at the downtown square by the fountain at 8. How he got your phone number is still a mystery to you. You decide to wear something more casual than dressy. You got ready early so that you'd have enough time to walk downtown. You moved out of the bathroom to grab a few details, then head out. You move to leave, and then you see a figure standing in your kitchen. Shit, did the League of Villains find you and Dabi? You start to activate your quirk. The floorboards start to shift out of place. The silhouette turns to reveal Dabi's burned face. My God, scare me harder, why don't you?
Sorry about that, S'more. Didn't want to interrupt.
He looks down at the floorboards to see that they're moved and ripped apart.
Who pissed you off?
No one! You're just scared the ever-living Christ out of me.
Remind me not to do that again.
Why are you here?
Well, yesterday I realized that my phone was being monitored, so I gave some misinformation on where I'd be. Whoever has tapped my phone thinks we're downtown, and that's not where we're gonna be.
Okay, well then where are we gonna be? He goes to open the door.
Cuties first.
You two start walking. Where are we going?
You'll see when we get there.
You know I don't like surprises.
It's fine, trust me.
Okay, so what have you been doing for the past couple of days?
I've been doing recruiting for the League. It's a pain, and one too many wannabes, but it's nice to get out of the hideout. And
so why then haven't you visited me in 5 days?
I didn't want to put you in danger.
Still, a simple note or a text would have been nice.
He looks down at his feet, then suddenly stops. You continue to walk forward for a few steps before realizing. You turn to look at him.
Dabi, are you okay? He smirks at you. In one swift motion, he puts one hand on his chest and the other in the air, then bows.
My dear liege, please forgive a simple man like me. I forgot how much attention you needed.
Okay, I get it. You had to make sure the League wouldn't find us out. He then swiftly walks up to you.
Do you hear that?
He then grabs your waist and pulls you in. You turn your head side to side, looking for anything he could be talking about. He then grabs your chin and pulls it towards his face.
It sounds like an apology kiss.
As fast as the situation started, you moved his head to the side so that you can whisper into his ear. Let's just say we're even. He pulls away, laughing.
You got me there some more.
You two walk for a little bit longer, and then you hear loud music and screams. When you turn the corner, you see bright lights. You brought me to a carnival?
Well, I'd like to keep us on the same normal path as last time.
Wow! A villain wanting a slice of pie life.
Don't get it twisted, I still rob a bank.
Well then, what do you want to do first? You two run around doing fast rides, doing competitive games. After the third time on the bumper cars, you two were pretty worn out. Okay, I definitely need a more laid-back ride.
Same here. I'm gonna get nauseous if you go on that boat ride again.
How about... Oh, I know, the Ferris wheel.
Sounds perfect.
Both of you walk up to the line. Dabi starts to fidget with his jacket and keep his head down. Hey, no, don't do that. I want to see you.
I don't want people to recognize me. Are you insane?
People won't recognize you, I promise.
How do you know?
Let's just say I have a feeling.
I can't go on a feeling.
You wound me, Dabi. Well, anyways, you wound me, Dabi. I'm just kidding. My feeling is actually my quirk. When we go up to give your ticket, don't hide your face. He looks at you a little nervous, but he trusts you and does as you say. Just as you say, the carny takes your ticket, but doesn't bat an eye when he sees Dabi.
How do you do that? Do you have an illusionary quirk?
Nope. He leans in closer with interest.
Okay then, what is it?
I can grow flowers that release different types of spores. The effect can vary from mild nausea to poison. It can vary from mild nausea to poison that can't be detected in a lab.
Can you control it?
Sort of, but it's mostly based on my feelings.
So that's why you said you had a feeling.
Yeah, that's how I used to tell my parents I wasn't in control of my emotions. Sadly, their idea of control was beyond horrendous. The question looms in the air before he asks,
Control?
You sigh before answering. Their idea of control was having no emotions. To bottle it up. Because if I ever felt something, it would be bad and I would hurt everyone around me. Until one day they just decided to put me on special medication to suppress my quirk. I still use it sometimes. Dabi leans back and scoffs.
Fucking typical. People hate what they don't understand and kill what they can't control.
As you reach the top of the Ferris wheel, you look out to see the gorgeous view. Dabi, look, you can see everything from here. He looks at you as you look at the city lights.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I had a blast! Although I think I ate a little too much cotton candy.
I told you to slow down and drink some water.
Dabi, me, water. I would never. You turn your head dramatically, and one hand on your chest and the other hand on your forehead.
Whatever. It's time for the next part.
Another part? Dabi, I already like you. You don't need to impress me.
It's not to impress, it's to show you a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
All right, show off. Let's see what you got. He leads you to a parking lot. He leads you to the parking lot. You expect to walk to the destination, but he pulls out a set of car keys. Expensive car keys. You two get to a very expensive new car. Not to impress, huh? He smirks at you.
Can't hurt to show off a little.
I'm not even going to ask if this was stolen.
I thought you said I wounded you, S'more. Now look who's hurting feelings. Hey, I'm gonna need you to wear this blindfold.
Excuse me?
It's a surprise. I don't want you to see it before we get to it.
Well, this is how I'm gonna die.
Don't be so dramatic. You're gonna be fine.
Well, at least I did get to have fun before I die. And it's going to be a very handsome man who's also a villain. So I guess you're right. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Okay. And you say I'm dramatic and a show-off. Just put it on.
The car finally stops and he speaks.
Okay, I'm gonna carry you to the place. Is that okay?
Yeah, if I'm gonna get murdered, at least I'm gonna die comfortably. He gets out of the car, carries you a few meters before he starts to put you down slowly. Your feet hit hard tile. Please promise I am not gonna see some weird cult ritual.
Scout's honor.
I highly doubt someone like you was in the Boy Scouts.
I was in something like that, I guess.
He takes off the blindfold. You adjust your eyes to the dark room to see an abandoned chapel. The chapel wasn't dirty. It actually looked like it was well kept and cleaned. Most everything that would signify that it was a chapel was removed. The moonlight glistened through the stained glass. The city lights were replaced with soft colors dancing on the floor and walls.
Would you like to dance with me?
I thought you would never ask. Well. Looks like a dark and brooding Dabi is actually a big softie. Looks like he's a hopeless romantic.
Absolutely not. But to be honest, you make me want to be normal. You make me think that being normal is possible. You never even judged me from the very beginning on that rooftop. I feel like I am truly free with you. It's an adrenaline rush that I could never get from anything else.
Dabi, you are a person just like anyone else. And to be honest, the most amazing person I've ever met. Yes, you are a person who's been through so much that I don't know about. And you've been hurt. And I feel like you're an enigma that I've just barely scratched the surface with. And I'd like to get to know you. Know more about you. I know that your real name isn't Dabi. And I would like to know about you.
Don't worry. We have all the time in the world.